Describe a character from a story, film, or TV program. Right then, I'd like to get cracking by pointing out who the character is, and I think I would have to choose a beautiful woman in Romeo and Juliet's movie, Juliet. Going on to which is when I first saw this movie, I really need to add the first time I saw it was 3 years ago when I have just moved to Da Nang City, went to CGV cinema. Moving on the area of what kind of this character, the point I want to make here is that she is a very well developed character with a real emotions and personalities. I was extremely astonished to see how strongly she loved Romeo. Juliet even goes against her whole family to protect her love. And so rather than if I have a time in answer the questions of why I like this character, the reason is that Juliet is a young woman who dare to stand up for her own happiness. It's my opinion that the strong and beautiful Juliet is the character who makes this story so popular. Describe a teacher who has influenced you. I'd like to get cracking by pointing out who the teacher is, and I think I would have to choose a wonderful woman that I love most in my education, that is Miss Ha. She taught me math in high school. Going on my next point, which is when I first meet her, I really need to add that the first time I met her was 7 years ago, when I had just gone to the new high school and met my homeroom teacher, that is Miss Ha. The point that I want to make here is is that moving on the area of how she has influenced me, the point I want to highlight it here is that she is a very friendly person and having wide knowledge. I was extremely attracted by her lesson and a unique way of her teaching. And so finally then, if I have time in answer the questions whether I still know this teacher, the reason is that she is an inspirational person that helped to connect mathematics with me. Before I learned math from Miss Ha, my impression about math is not really good. I think that's a very difficult subject, but her teaching and influence changed my way of thinking about math, and later math became one of my favorite subjects.